will you state your name for the camera, please?
Twannia Clark.
Awesome. And this interview is for an exercise in the course that I'm taking this semester. For the purposes of this exercise, do you consent to being interviewed and recorded?
I consent. A recruiter walked up to me and was like, hey, would you want to be a firefighter? I'm like, I have lots of kids. I don't think so. And my brother's like, that might be cool. And he was like, oh no, it's the perfect career for moms, working moms, because you get all this time with your kids. I'm like, really? I'm like, I'll try. The next week, I literally went down and I got there at 6 a.m. and stood in line and took the test. I think at the time I was 28 years old. And I went and stood in line and got a stand-in spot to take the test, and I passed, and I got hired the next year. So a typical day is we come into the firehouse, we do our daily chores, like cleaning the bathrooms, making sure the kitchen's clean, sweeping the floors, and then I would check the rig to make sure, I would look through it, make sure nothing looks abnormal, and make sure the fluid levels are checked and accurate. Turn on the lights, make sure no bulbs are out, pull it out, make sure it goes into pump gear and it'll pump water, and then I'll pull it back in. We'll go to the grocery store and shop for food because we cook every day, and then we would, go on some calls in between then if we get any call. We get about 10 to 12 calls here a day. And some days are slower, some days are faster, it just depends on the day. And then we do a main chore around here, and then we go on to more calls, and then evening time. Everybody has their role. So I have the role of driving and making sure I get water on the fire. The officer makes sure everybody does their job, just sort of supervises to make sure we do what we're supposed to do. The people in the back set on a fire would connect the hose and put out the fire. So on a medical call, they'll do all the vitals and check and bandage up any wounds. So everybody has their role. I think there's about 50 or 60 in the Denver Fire Department, out of 1,000. I mean, you'll go to stations where it's old school and guys will give you problems, but you're going to have that anywhere you go. Just question your ability.
Yeah.
Want to test you, make sure you can do this job. I showed up at one station, it was a specialty rig, and when I got to the door, the officer said, we found someone else to come here and you need to go to a different station, and sent me away. And I went to a different station because he didn't want me on a specialty rig there. I took it in stride. It's going to happen and it's okay. Frustrating, but it's okay. They have and you keep going and you keep doing you, and they'll see eventually that you can do the job. So there's negative things that happen, but there's also positive things that happen. I love this station here. I feel very supported. I would say 80% of those fire stations I've been at, I feel very supported. I think sometimes they just don't know about it. Like I just did not know or did not consider. Until someone told me, I'm like, oh, well yeah, I would love to do that. And it's been great. Hire more women. Recruit. Yeah. I like the fact that we go out there and search for the women to come to the job. And men, by searching and telling them, and when they know, and the more we hire, the more conducive and the more people will get used to seeing us here, and it'll become more common, and it won't be, I think it'll make it a little bit easier.